Yo, beautiful people. What's this up?
How na day? Wagwan.
Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing well.
Mhm.
We're super excited to be back again. And this time around, Big Wiz and Davido in the mix. And there's one joker that we're not going to throw out right now. But before we dive into the conversation for today, thank you so much for your incredible support.
Thank you.
Your likes,
thank
your
you,
shares, your
thank you.
comments, for telling a friend, tell a friend about what we do here at Gusto TV Africa. You guys are the
Gracias.
real MVPs.
Danke.
Now,
Arigato.
turn on your post notifications so that
Please
you
do.
you'll be
Please
the
do.
first one to know every time we drop a new content on this channel.
Yeah.
Okay, don't miss out on good stuff. Alrighty, so let's get into it. Mavo has been making rounds for many good reasons,
Your
for
body
many
na
bad
meat pie.
reasons. Whether they like him or not, the boy has been having a lot of motion, he's been
Yeah.
having a lot of
True.
eyeballs on him, and we have a collaboration between him and Davido on the Shakabulizi remix song, and of course with DJ Tunes, DJ Malforisa, Wizkid,
Money
and
constant.
Mavo, Money Constant, and everybody's saying Money Constant is the biggest song right now in the country. Well, that one is arguable, it's debatable.
Debatable.
But the truth of the matter is, Marvel has actually come at a time where people were just searching for deeper stuff and we're looking for deeper, but he just gave us something else to. I'm like, okay, bro, wait till you carry come again. Now, but the big question is between Wizkid and David, who do you think Marvel should jump on a collaborative project with? Because obviously, he's had a taste of Wizkid and David. So who do you think is best fit to say, okay, I want to have a joint EP or collaborative EP? Do I call Wiz or do I call David?
Okay, so this is just my opinion, right? Because I feel like people have different opinions,
Right.
right?
I'm
not going to say that him being on an album with Davido will be shit or anything like that, but I'd prefer one with Wizkid. I prefer
Why?
one with Wizkid because I
Why?
feel like Wizkid could match his vibe more than Davido. Wizkid would know how to work well with his type of sound, with his type of music, more than Davido would. Yeah, because you know that Davido is more, I don't know the word to use, right?
So this is what I think.
Yeah.
Wizkid has actually been heavily co-signing Marvel.
Yeah.
So it seems like they have a synergy,
Yeah,
they have,
a synergy,
an understanding,
they have a chemistry together,
and all of that. I don't see David and Marvel in that light.
Yeah. Because to be honest, I feel like Escalidizi didn't need a feature with Davido, right?
Shakabulizi
didn't need a feature with Davido. It was already a good song, right? Davido being on it, nevertheless, helped it, more mileage.
But is that not the reason for it? That's the reason for the collaboration. But now, let's say Marvel is getting all the attention, as he's getting all the attention. There are conversations around him, in fact, winning the lyricist on the role, Headies. So there's a lot of eyeballs on him.
Yeah.
I want to say if you want to take somebody to war in the booth with him, actually we go for David.
Why?
The reason is because David might be able to help him connect to a wider range of fans. And this is what I mean by wider range of fans. Wider range of fans who appreciate a certain level of creativity when it comes to writing, singing, or whatever. Because Wizkid, for example, I've seen Wizkid on trap songs.
Yeah.
Forever Be Mine, for example, with Gunna. Wizkid is always constantly trying to stay on the same pace with whoever it is collaborating with. I beg your pardon.
Okay.
But if you look at David might be able to expose your mind, open you to maybe like a bigger depth of lyricism. When you listen to Dumodu Black and David and Sheun Kuti on that track,
I see where you're going to.
whatever it is that Odumodu was doing in the formative period of the song, it was just Odumodu. But the time that David entered, switched up the whole vibe. Ko. Problem jam me so cool. Make a Chinese man. So there was this consistent flow of melodies, vibe, and very appreciable type of bounce. But Wizkid is gonna try to. Everybody knows like the direction Wizkid will try to go, on the record. But since it's a joint EP,
okay, go on.
it might be various songs. Maybe we might see Wizkid in another light, Mavo in another light. But I think the best person for Mavo to stick with will be David. I know you are going to talk about the numbers.
The reason why, no, I'm not going to talk about numbers. I'm just going to say the reason why I feel like Wizkid would be a better match is because it is arguable that Davido is lyrically stagnant, if you know what I mean, right? He doesn't. There are certain things that he doesn't expose his music to.
David?
Yes.
Talk to me about it. I'm curious.
Davido. Okay, for example, I don't know how to structure this well, but I feel like Wizkid on his features, you see how he taps into the person's energy, the person he's on a feature with, his energy, and see how he can mix that with himself, with his energy, with what he does normally. Okay. Davido would not do that. Davido is coming in with his own flow, right? As you said, on that grooving song, on that grooving jam, there was a way that Odumodu was bringing the song. Albeit that,
grooving.
You get? So, albeit that Davido's verse was still, quite wonderful. And
not quite. It was wonderful. Elevated that song.
Yeah, it was a beautiful verse.
Right.
He did well. You could see that he could have. I feel like he could have done better. He could have not. Go. That's the catchy part. That's the catchy part. But I feel like Davido would have. Wizkid would have said something along the grooving settings that just she gets.
Now I really feel like no disrespect.
Yeah,
that was quite like a perfect blend on that grooving song.
Yeah.
But if you look at Shakabuli's too now, for example, on the charts, it's not doing as great as Mavo, Money Constant with Wizkid. So I think the only thing that will favor Mavo in respect to getting on a joint EP with either Wizkid, with either him or with either Wizkid or David, the only place Mavo would fully benefit is the numbers.
Yeah, the numbers.
Wiz will definitely give you the numbers. David will give you the numbers, but not as much numbers as it will be with Wiz. So that's just the only alteration. But in terms of chemistry, if Mavo really
matches rhythm,
if Mavo really wants to work and hone his craft, Wizkid is not the best person.
Why?
Simply because Wizkid will not care about, I won't say the shit you're saying, but when you are around David and a bunch of other writers, maybe you have Peru there, you cannot be doing that. Do you understand? So you don't need somebody, because doing a single and doing an album or doing an EP, that's three different things. An EP, you want to quickly tell your story, introduce yourself to the world in 4 or 5 songs. This is how dynamic I am. This is how dynamic I can be. Here are 4 songs that fit the Powell bill. Here are 5 songs that fit the Mavo bill. So you want to be very careful. Since it's just going to be a joint project between you and Wizkid, then you have to marry each other. There should be a synergy, And I feel like he should be intentional about it because he's trying to make a statement with it. So you should automatically go for someone like David. David is going to surround himself with a bunch of songwriters, which you will benefit from. So there's nothing like your eye they foam like Omo, or your body they float like this thing, or Kenu. Like proper people around you who will give you like proper lyrics.
Yeah.
Right. So that's how I say it. And I feel like if I want
But
to,
then, if you see it like that, it's not just Davido anymore. It's Davido and a couple of other guys.
of course, Davido is never the person to be shy about saying that he's not moving with songwriters.
Okay.
It makes the job easy. The best songs in the world right now, they have songwriters on it. Beyonce doesn't write her songs mostly. Chris Brown doesn't write his songs mostly. Justin Bieber, the list is long.
Yeah.
And we're trying to be like these people or even outdo them. So there's no shame in that. Open your mind. If you really want to work it, I don't think Wizkid is the best person. Wizkid will give you the clout to give you the numbers, but substance in music, music that lasts, music that will make people to come back to you in 10 years, it has to be with David. Because if you look at Money Constant, for example, DJ Mafreza, DJ Tunes, Mavo, and Wizkid, I think the only dominant figure right there is Wizkid, in my opinion. That's what I think.
I think that song gave DJ Mafarisa his first 2 million streams, I think.
You know, Collab, thank you. So the Wizkid effect will definitely carry on, whether it's good or bad. But we can say that if a song is successful and it's with David, that song is a very, very good song. Like I said, I was of the opinion that we didn't need a Shakabulizi remix. I just felt like he was just trying to do the whole, I have David on a project and I have Wizkid on the project. Fair to him, because that's insane pool, to be honest. But in terms of let's sit down together to work on a project, David or Wizkid for Mavo, I think David, in my opinion. Yeah.
I still stand for Wizkid though.
Anyways, let's ask the fans. If you want,
what do you think?
If Mavo says I want a collaborative project with either David or Wizkid, who would you choose for him? And tell us why. And tell us why in the comments, because we really want to hear you, and so we can reply to as much as the many comments that we receive. But tell us in the comment. I ask again. Mavo says today I want a joint project with a superstar, my idolos. Should he choose Wizkid or should he choose Davido? Tell us all your thoughts in the comment, and of course, we're gonna see you on the next one. Bye for now.
Bye for now, guys.